Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird. I've just woken up, so basically it's a little bit more in grog. But let's go ahead and get some messages for you guys for today. Sagittarius today. Messages you'd like Sagittarius to focus on or know about today. Six of Cups. Okay, interesting. Maybe a friend, maybe somebody from the past, maybe an emotional exchange between you and somebody else. You could be feeling kind of self-restricted now. We do have some strong Saturn oppositions and squares right now, so people could be feeling a little bit more restricted in their expression towards love or emotions. People could be wanting to spend more time alone. Tell us more for Sagittarius. Sagittarius could be trying to get clarity on something, maybe on investing with a Scorpio or investing in a transformation. Maybe you're working on something, investing or working at something, right? To transform something that'll bring more clarity. Maybe you're looking to slowly but surely have more security or stability financially and otherwise in your life. Approaching things from a slow and steady pace, which is great with the Saturn aspects. Yeah, you're kind of not juggling multiple priorities. You're starting to actually focus on your priorities at this time. Any last messages? You could be dealing with a Pisces. Could be changing your perspective about something, maybe coming out of your hermit shell, especially if you were an introvert before. Maybe you're deciding to come out more. Let's get you a piece of advice. Best advice for Sag, please, today. Best advice for Sagittarius. No place like home. Interesting. Any other advice for Sagittarius? Sagittarius people in placements. Best advice. Regeneration. Interesting. So there is like a sense of like seeing something more clearly, maybe, or attempting to, so that you can regenerate something. We can only regenerate, right, when we see the truth of the situation, all the facts. But let's go ahead and read 50. Authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit and comfortable in your own skin. So, I mean, you could be working on this slowly, but gradually increasing this kind of feeling within yourself, becoming more mature. Home feels safe and secure. It's comfortable to rest and create a place that's known and you can call yours. Yeah, this could be definitely about a give and take situation with somebody else, maybe a marriage, business contract. You're trying to figure out how much should I give in order to receive enough back. Am I receiving enough back from the situation? Do I need to advocate for myself? So let's continue. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are, you hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of the soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and of spirit. So if you are feeling a little bit kind of, a little depressed or a little bit kind of anxious, do realize that God and spirits are watching over you, even if we are moving through difficult transits, that you will make it through this. As long as you're anchoring yourself within yourself. Don't try to anchor yourself in anybody external, I don't think. Lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in knowledge that it is reciprocated. Maybe you have a relationship that is very good for you. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity. Be at home in the relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. When you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, and you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. So don't try to worry about things at this time. I think they're saying that things are going to come together. So let's see best advice. What would you like Sagittarius to do today to succeed? We have the King of Cups here right over death. So this could be a Scorpio energy, strong water sign here. Six of Cups again, Scorpio again. Energy, so strong, heavy Scorpio energy. There could be somebody very possessive, obsessive, very intimate with you. You and this person could talk a lot about shared finances or the occult. You could have a lot of emotions with this person or for this person. Tell us more about the best advice. Reach out to others with love and compassion. So maybe other people are going through a difficult time, just as you are. And we have the Nine of Cups right over here with no place like home. So this is about kind of exuberating and radiating out that sense of personal contentment, which these Nine of Cups embodies. Everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. So do you just trust in the way that things are going at this time? Abundance is flowing to you. So that's great energy, actually. I'm really called to this tiger eye in your reading. So maybe you do need to like tap into more of a sense of strength as we move through these kind of difficult Taurus moon aspects today, which are opposing or squaring off with Pluto and Aquarius and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's get you a piece of advice. Best advice for Sag, please. Best advice today for Sagittarius people and placements. What is the best advice you have for Sagittarius today? Most important key advice. Now is truly a lucky time. You got this last week, so we could read it, but let me just go ahead and see Sagittarius. Let it shine. Okay, so you don't need to be scared. Just like the peacock feathers, there's a bunch of eyeballs on his feathers, right? So it's kind of like the observer energy again. Let's get you one of these, baby. Sagittarius, messages for Sagittarius people and placements. Any messages for Sagittarius? Sagittarius people and placements, Sagittarius energy. What is the most important information? The poet. I see this come out a few times in your readings, so we might just leave it out. I mean, in your previous readings. Sagittarius. There's like a bunch of birds. You could have seen like a large amount of birds flying. It's funny that the kiss came right over here with the death and the King of Cups and the Sixth of Cups. So there's definitely a transformation happening in your connection with this person. Perhaps it's getting more deeper. You guys could be working on more clarity together, talking more so that you understand each other better. Yeah, we have the mystic. Maybe you're communicating through your beliefs or ideas, but let's go ahead and find the poet, 75. Beautiful. Amen. You could be feeling just like a little anxious right now, but the artist, the witness, and the truth teller. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. So maybe your ability to tap into your emotions and be honest in this connection will really help strengthen it and bring more to the front. This unique capacity resides in us all, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there is a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. The poet rides effortlessly, so maybe the big picture is more positive than the smaller picture. The poet rides effortlessly between the personal and the universal. It is possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work, but do not be discouraged. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivate our world. The poet's work is never finished. Find your voice and trust the wind to carry it. Clairvoyant, wise, and timeless. On the dark side, harmful words, sharp tongue, and thwarted creativity. The poet is related to the shaman and the bridge. These archetypes hover in the meeting place between the everyday and the sacred. There is likely a poem or poet that was meaningful to you at a young age. Revisit and reread it and be open to the message. I'm just going to get you guys some extra messages maybe before we close this out. Best advice for Sagittarius people placements today. What do you need them to know to succeed the most today? Make the best use of themselves. We have take a divinely guided chance right over the Nine of Cups with no place like home. You could be moving. This could be with a friend or someone you're emotionally invested in or reciprocating with. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Wow. This could be a move, definitely. I mean, we did see something about like coming out of hermit mode in the beginning of your reading. I kind of noticed that, so it looks like you're coming more out into the world these days. Messages for Sagittarius. Best advice. Best advice. Ooh. Okay, we basically have glamour in the reverse and custodianship in the reverse. So let's see if there's any actual other advice. Advice for Sag. Any messages in here you'd like? Note to urgency. So maybe something's not urgent, like especially since this is in reverse and we are experiencing a lot of like slow and steady energy in your reading and in life right now. I think that might be a good time for you to be more authentic, maybe less glamorous also, and maybe less protective or guardian around your. Maybe the boundaries need to lessen a bit. Best advice for Sagittarius people and placements. Any messages for Sagittarius people and placements? Ooh, we have gathering 17. Beautiful energy here. Definitely a marriage, or maybe communicating with somebody about shared finances, exchange gifts, and festivity. So this could be a Leo, maybe, or this is your ability to radiate joy, tap into your dating life, your love life. There could be a new start in those areas. There could be a new relationship you're cultivating. Gather, gather, festive witches, speak of joy and drink 2 wishes. Take 1, give 2, celebrating all blisses. I heard a quote. I think Stephen King, I was listening to an interview, and he said something like, it is more something good to give than to receive. And he was talking about nightmares, so it's a bit funny, but for our ancestors every day, so just do the opposite of what Stephen King said about the nightmares. For our ancestors every day became a celebration of life. We have lost the drive for survival in this way. Today, social media and the hustle are our main priorities, so much so it's easy to forget the joy of festivity and celebrate how precious life is. Times might be different than for our ancestors, but that doesn't mean times aren't hard for us too. Lean on your community for support. They are there to lift your spirits when you're down, to celebrate your wins, and to love you just because you exist. This card invites you to spend more time with your community. Call in friends and family and go out and build new relationships. Receiving this card is also a strong sign that 2 is better than 1. Partnerships are favored. 2 or more people will bring much stronger chance of success for the situation. Additionally, this card tends to come to a reading when large gatherings like weddings or births are imminent. This message is even more significant if you've also pulled merriment. So this is definitely page 70. It's about a marriage or something like that. Let's get you some more information. We'll get you a white light, a piece of advice. Best advice for Sag today, please. Best advice for Sag. Aurora of Gamma, 27. Okay, just give me a moment. All right, so Aurora of Gamma, it is time to let go of what has been. You are swiftly outgrowing your past. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your spirit, your personal transformation, so that you can cross the threshold before you now. Embrace your freedom to be creative in your approach rather than doggedly committing yourself to previous plans or ideas. You have the spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve. Continue your healing journey with trust that a positive outcome is imminent. Aurora is the Roman goddess of the dawn, the bringer of light, and the initiatrix of a new cycle or chapter in your life. This could be about real estate, maybe more abundance. Yeah, definitely a move. Some kind of move. She is the luminous dispeller of darkness, the flickering flame of hope in the heart that can burn into such radiant holy fire that even the greatest challenges don't cause the soul to turn away in fear. Her presence in a reading signifies a fresh start in the overcoming of an old cycle. Gamma waves are high frequency, typically 40 hertz in humans, but extending to higher levels with hypergamma oscillating at around 100. Associated with spiritual insight and clarity, pure vision, and breakthrough awareness, the gamma state is associated with high-level processing that leads to integration and evolution. With the gamma frequency, we transform knowledge into wisdom through application. We tap into the ability to integrate information, and in doing so are truly healed and transformed. As the world around us becomes increasingly complex, the capacity for superior processing is swiftly becoming necessary for spiritual, emotional, psychological, and even physical well-being for humanity. There's a strong link between the spiritual practices like meditation and the production of gamma waves. When we experience a heightened state of spiritual awareness, an expansive state of being, more powerful connection with the universe of spirit, the brain is in gamma mode. Shifting our gray matter gears into gamma waves can facilitate the breaking up of stagnant modes of thinking and behaving. This is the sacred frequency of evolution. Humans who are stuck in patterns repeat the same stories, the same words, the same thoughts over and over in a repeated loop. The soul can begin to wither under such constriction. What is needed is something new and increasingly alive, like the life-stimulating grace that encounters with the unfamiliar. Connection to gamma waves can enhance our capacity to embrace the unfamiliar, and through that openness of being, constructive adaptation is enhanced. Our way of being becomes more fluid, responsive, and creative. We engage with our experiences and grow positively how we respond to what is happening. Aurora of Gamma indicates a shift into a new cycle, but also the growing presence of the light within, which is the creative light of spirit. Turning into that light opens up options for living soulfully, away from the grip of ignorance, no longer constantly ensnared by the compelling but ultimately fraudulent conjurations of ego. Her new era is inner transformation with a positive external consequences. Trust in that your inner light is manifesting in your heart and the world. Interesting energy. Let go of what has been. Okay, embrace your freedom and be creative in your approach. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Let's get some, what do you need Sagittarius to know from Tea Leaf? What do you need them to know today? What do you need Sagittarius to know? If you have any messages, any juicy tidbits that you think would benefit Sagittarius as they go forwards that gives them more clarity and cognizance and strategy, what do you need them to know for Sagittarius? People in placements, please. Sagittarius. Maybe there's not much else to know, really. There's a nest. An emotionally loving family is important to you. You could be slowly and surely building to this happiness. Tell us more for Sagittarius, people in placements. February. This could be an Aquarius or Pisces energy here. This could be a friend. Could have started out as a friend. Messages for Sagittarius. A chain of events that affects your life. Sagittarius. Messages for Sag. Yeah, you could have like worry that someone's against you, and that's why it's so important, crucial that you are tapping into that kind of inner light and realizing that that will overcome everything. Could be working hard at this time as well. Sagittarius. Something could have happened in August or started in August. Sagittarius. Yeah. Maybe you're scared that you're going to be disappointed in somebody, so you're kind of more guarded than you need be. That's just for Sagittarius. Yeah, this could be a man you're dealing with. Okay, Sagittarius. Sag. You are highly thought of. Okay, carrot, opportunity or windfall. Maybe you've just come into a new opportunity and peace and harmony. So things could be going well, but you might just have this like prevailing sense of something's wrong, or I'm not sure if this is going to work out kind of vibe, which is normal with the transits right now. They're kind of, but yeah, plenty of material things. Okay, interesting. Sagittarius, Messages for Sag. Someone is leaving your life. Wow, okay. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Or maybe you're stepping into a new role, kind of like a new throne. That could be like another thing. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think somebody misunderstands you or you misunderstood something. I think nobody's actually leaving. I think somebody's stepping into a position, but somebody might have misunderstood that somebody was leaving. Messages for Sag. Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting this vibe. I was getting this vibe from this card. So it was like you're stepping into a position of authority is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Mm-hmm. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. You might need to tap into your intuition to kind of observe things as well. Sagittarius, any other last messages? Stork, okay, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. We have March on the top, Pisces energy, and Sagittarius, messages for Sag. Any other messages you'd like Sagittarius to know today that are important from this side of the deck? Thank you. We have marriage, wow. So maybe this chain of events might include a marriage of some sort as well. So let's get you best piece of advice from the tarot again. I don't know if we did this already. We did. Darn. Okay. Well, never mind. Let's get you some chakra cards. Sagittarius messages of advice for Sagittarius. Best important key vital messages, please, to improve Sagittarius' life and strategy and to put them on the right path going forward. I welcome love with an open heart, right over peace and harmony and depression and anxiety with intuition here, with a man, with this kind of sense of like gloom and doom. Yeah, this could be with the Scorpio energy, or maybe you're transforming something about your own personal way that you socialize locally in a joyful way with other people, maybe manifesting something. And then again, I'm connected with my higher self. So this is about looking at those patterns that are repetitive, shared finances. Maybe there's a new way you need to approach them in a bigger, larger viewpoint that could be beneficial for you as well. But let's go and get maybe Immunology to close this out, or maybe I kind of feel called to pull one of these Lenormand. Sagittarius, what do you need Sagittarius to know today? What do you need Sagittarius? We have Stork again, 17. A stork in flight promises delight. A stork in range signals change. Progress heals pain drawn from the past. Embrace kindness, and new friendships will last with the heart underneath. Yeah, the heart is a symbol of fulfillment and joy. Romance is in full bloom for you to enjoy. Serenity rests deep in thy heart. Loving thyself is where it should start. Interesting. Interesting. This could be a Gemini energy as well. But I think I'm going to end it there, perhaps. Maybe we'll get one more of these. Sagittarius. We have Lady under that. Beautiful. Witch's Rosary. Okay. 43. Definitely a marriage of some sort. 43. Just find deck, book. Focus, concentration, intention, and developing habits and trust. Craft your skills with intentions repeated and practice of magic powered by purpose. This could be in career. Your higher self chose this card because it represents the long road to success that guides you to remain focused and intentional. Your situation is not one that gains immediate results, but is likely to be rewarding with patience and consistent effort. The way forward is to be practical, responsible, and committed to mundane tasks that aren't glamorous but do provide security and stability. You will receive this card when you're ready to put in the hard work to see your goal through, although it does remind you to avoid perfectionism. Habits and skills take time to master, so don't take it too personally if you don't get it right at first. Just take it's a great piece of advice. Take a shot of it. Okay. You may follow instructions step by step and find that something's still off. Remember that you can always start from the beginning, retracing steps until you discover the source of the issue. This card also confirms that you're on the right path and should keep doing what you're doing. You may be frustrated if you're not seeing results, which is why this card has made its way to you. Spirit wants you to know that you have done nothing wrong, but you must trust the work will be rewarded with time. Yeah. Okay. So there's definitely a new gateway opening up, but it's a slow and steady race, right, towards that. So I do hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Maybe we'll get one more piece. Sagittarius. Any of the last messages for Sag? We have Faye. Wow. Wow. So definitely your ability to tap into your spirituality, the spirits around you will really help you at this time. Misunderstandings. Not everything is as it may seem. Be cautious, dear one, for there is a story beneath the tale. The standard operating procedure of fairies is to be mischievous, devious, and playful. To a fault for this reason, they may be misunderstood. To them, they are simply living their lives as they always have and doing what is natural for who and what they are. You have pulled Faye because there is a misunderstanding in your situation. Perhaps a miscommunication has occurred, or someone is failing to see your point of view. Everyone has a different standard operating procedure. procedure, but different doesn't always mean wrong. Consider how you can be more compassionate for the people involved in this situation. You don't have to agree, but making space for the opinions of others can and does diffuse any tense situations. Wow. You don't have to agree, but making space for the opinions of others. Defend. Okay. You'll be surprised what you can learn by being a better listener, and may even find that all involved have been chasing the same thing the whole time, but in a different way. The same is true if you're experiencing an internal struggle. Give any emotions you're experiencing time for expression. Yeah, beautiful energy here. Okay, well, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.